Hello, everybody. We are going to look at week 9. We're going to do a quick overview. All right. So you're back to your short film series 3. Okay. You have learning material. If you click in this, there's a lot of learning material. We're going to start really getting into the different groups that we're going to discuss in this class as far as minorities in America. We already discussed women and we discussed LGBTQ in the first half of the semester. We went over terms and concepts that you're going to start to apply to these different groups. So a real quick rundown of your readings. Obviously, this is the reading, okay? So if you click in here, this is what I want you to read, okay? Other learning materials, you have white ethnic group history. That's important, okay? If you click in here, it's going to discuss the different discriminations, prejudices, stereotypes that existed around white ethnic groups, which were some of the first groups that really got discriminated against within America. You have a section of a book. It's called The White Ethnic Revival. It's food for thought. It's important to read. It discusses how white people these days after the Civil War tend to want to separate themselves from this idea of being white, and so they go with more their ethnicity. So instead of saying I am a white American, I might say I am a Polish American or a French American, or I am Jewish or Italian, and disassociate myself with this idea of being white. All right, so that's what this talks about. It's called the White Ethnic Revival. It's very interesting. You're going to notice that you have some statistics here. So these are important to go with your reading. So the first two groups we're going to discuss are African American and Native American. Statistics are not fun. In fact, statistics are a little bit boring, but you cannot actually be considered a minority group without data that backs up your claim. So data that includes various different things. So if you click into the African American one, you're going to see that every statistic review that you do throughout the rest of the semester is going to have 4 different points to it. First, resource shares. So we know that a minority group has to have less power and less access to resources to be considered a minority. So this is going to show you what that looks like in terms of numbers and percentages. So that includes income, educational attainment, lifespan, housing, poverty, all right? Then we have to talk about the discrimination that they face, because also in order to be a minority group, you have to have some dominant group that does indeed discriminate in some way. So this is not only going to include identifiability, so people being able to identify you and place you in a minority group, the negative beliefs that did exist and still do exist around that minority group, and then institutionalized discrimination. So that's large-scale discrimination that is kind of embedded within our society. And this is where you're going to see legal, political, economic, and educational, okay? Stratification of. So stratifying a group of people means placing them on some sort of hierarchy. So we know a dominant group is going to be much higher on a hierarchy than a minority group. So every society groups people together based on something. This is going to respond to minority group stratification. It's an overview. And then, of course, how they respond to discrimination. So this is just some statistics, some things to look at, some data that's important to know when it comes to minority groups. You're going to have that on African Americans and Native Americans. You have a link that's going to go in depth about cultural appropriation. You need to read this. This will be important, okay? It's a term and idea we need to discuss, and it's going to come up later on in every different group. And then you have a quick video about the perspective of Black culture on cultural appropriation. This is a very interesting article written by a Black journalist when they discuss cultural appropriation in pop culture. Okay, so this is going to prove very interesting. So you have your learning material. And then, of course, you have your short film series. Obviously, you need to watch the videos first. These are going to look a little bit different. If you click into this link, you're going to see that we're looking at confronting racist objects, okay? Believe it or not, even today, millions of racist objects exist in American homes. So what you're going to do is you're going to watch the video and you're going to read the little article below it, okay? as well as the different stories that people have submitted about racist objects they found in their home. You have 3 of these, okay? I need you to watch the video and read the article, okay? 3 different videos, 3 different small articles, okay? Once you finish that, you're going to go with your journal activity. The journal activity is going to cover the 3 videos, but I still need 5 thoughts and ideas, okay? Remember, you click in here, and this is your journal entry, okay? So 5 notable quotes, 5 observations. When you're done with that, you can either write the submission or you can browse local files and submit a file. You're not going to add comments. That's not how we submit work in this class, okay? You have your short film series questions. Each response needs to be 3 to 5 sentences. If you click in here, of course, it's the same short film series questions that we've been doing. The only one you don't have to respond to is this last one, okay? Again, 2 ways to submit it: write submission or attach a file. And then lastly, this one gets a little tricky. People find this exercise hard, but I'm going to try and help you through it. So you're going to take a photo, you're going to share, and you're going to explain. So I want you to find something, an object, okay, that you believe is racist or could convey racist ideas to a group of people, even if you personally don't find it racist. I want you to take a picture of it, and I want you to explain why you feel this object is racist in nature or idea. Your explanation should be a minimum of 200 words and convey an educational argument, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to share your video, and you're going to and your explanation via a Word document. So you can upload your video into the Word document. You can either upload the picture and the submission through Browse Local Files. You can obviously always submit more than 1 file. If you can't find anything in your home, go to the grocery store. And again, I'm not asking you to write this from a personal belief. I'm asking you to put your feet in the shoes of other people and really explore what's out there and say, okay, if I was African American or if I was Native American, how would I feel about this object? Would I think that it is racist in nature? Do I think that it is stereotypical? Do I think that it would be offensive? There are tons of things out there, so there's no excuse for not doing this assignment, and I don't want the email, I can't find anything. If you can't find something in your house, go to Target, go to Walmart, go somewhere, walk around the aisles, you'll find something, I guarantee it, all right? So this is going to take you through this week. You have your learning material, okay? You have your short film series, which are a little bit different. You need to watch the video and read the articles below them, okay? There's only 3, so it shouldn't take very long. You're going to do your journal activity, your short film series questions, and your take a photo exercise, okay? If y'all guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I wish you guys a wonderful week.